I'm gonna love you.
Hey everybody, welcome to Coffee with Brian. Got my coffee right here. Actually, I'm gonna get some. Today is organization day. I don't know what to call it. Reorganization day. I'm gonna spin this around here in a second, and I'll show you kind of what I'm doing today. Every year, about this time, I move my spray paint from inside the house to out in the garage. It's that time of the year where it's not going to get very cold at night. It's not going to get down to freezing. And, you know, now's a good time where I don't have to keep bringing them back and forth. In and out, in and out, in and out. And just get them out on my shelf, leave them out there. Then when I go spray paint, I just grab stuff and, you know, then the magic happens. Well, my wife thought it was a good idea, and rightly so, before I go dragging everything out there, to kind of take inventory, see what I got, and make a list of ones I need, ones I might need soon, you know, doo-dah. Well, believe it or not, I'm going to show you a list real quick like here. This is it. This is all, you'll see here in a second, out of all the ones I got, this is all I needed. I only need candy pink. And that's not one I use very often because it's a very, very light pink. That's almost white, man. It's like cotton candy color. Majority of the time I use berry pink. Now that one I go through a lot of because I throw pink in just about everything. And then soon I need apple red, black, and navy. Well, navy blue. I go through a lot of black. I mean, obviously, if you're a spray paint artist, the two main colors you're going to go through a crap load of is black and white. Well, and actually, if you don't want to count a color, you're going to go through a crap load of clear coat as well. Those are the three main that I go through consistently. I mean, I've probably bought so much black, white, and clear that I should be getting stock dividends or something, you know what I mean? That's why a lot of times you'll notice with black backgrounds, a lot of artists will tend to use lighter colors on the black. And then vice versa, if you're using a lighter background, we'll tend to use darker colors on the lighter background. They both contrast off each other and really makes them pop off there, you know what I mean? So, and you'll notice on like space paintings, if they use, say you've got the black background or predominantly dark black background, and you want a darker planet against that darker background, you'll notice a lot of times they'll shoot some white or a lighter color around the planet to kind of make it pop off, you know, to make it stand out by itself. That's contrasting, well, in this case, contrasting the planet. But anyway, I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to show you all the mess I'm working with here, which is pretty bad. And then I'll get them all taken out to the garage, and I'll film that part and show you where they're all on the shelf and all that. So let me get this spun around. Here's what we're working with, everybody. It is a flipping mess, man. As you can tell, like I've said many times before, I predominantly use Rust-Oleum 2x Ultra. And the majority of the time, it's the American Accents. But I do have some painter's touch, as you can see. They work well together. I did a video on that. And I do have some, as you can tell, of the regular Rust-Oleum. I do use that occasionally. Now I have, I'll show you. Over here is where my fluorescents, my Walmart brand colors, white and black and all that are. I don't use a lot of that, so that's why they're over there. If I need them, I got them, but I don't really use them. And then up here, I've got new cans. Well, you can tell here I robbed the the nozzle off that one. But this is why I need inventory. You'll notice here, brand new can of metallic silver. Now, I've not even ever used silver in one of my paintings yet, but as you can tell, there's a brand new can. Oh, what's this? That's right. Oh, yep, metallic bright silver, same exact thing. Brand new can. So, I was gonna put it up there, but so as you can see, when you don't do inventory, yeah, you got a mess. Oh, and I just picked that one up. I think I actually used this in a video. High gloss desert rose. My wife got me that one. And then I actually just picked up the winter gray. Last couple times I wanted it, they were out of it. Last time my wife tried to get it for me, they didn't have it, so she got me the dark gray, which I actually used this one in the mountain painting. Well, not mountain. The shark one. Well, they're kind of mountain. Hills. Not really mountains, I'd say hills. I use this in that one. But I prefer the winter gray. Especially with the sharks that I put in there, I would have preferred to use the winter gray instead of the dark gray. Well, I guess it depends on how much shadow you want on it. But anyway, and then like I said up here, you're going to go through a ton of the clear. So, and make sure it's gloss clear. All this paint, if you're wanting to get started in spray paint, make sure your spray paint is gloss. Every single one of these must say gloss. Every one of them. Doesn't matter the brand, but it got to be gloss. And I'm going to show you up here what I was talking about, y'all. This poster board I use. Now, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can kind of see the sheen on that. This is the gloss side. This side I paint on. This side back here, where the sticker is, you'll notice not really any sheen, because it's the matte side. Do not paint on this matte side, because you're not going to get a very desirable result. You always want to paint on your gloss side. Alright, so anyway, this is what we're working with. I'm going to go ahead and sit down here. I'm getting tired. But as you can tell, and my wife brought this up, alright, like right here is brilliant blue. Now as you can tell, I've got 4 cans of brilliant blue. But this one, almost empty. This one, not quite, but close. This one, pretty much full. This one, almost empty. Now she was asking me, actually, let me turn this right back around and we can talk some more. Alright, now with the blues, the reason I got 4 cans, you spray paint artists will know what I'm talking about. Those of you that don't do spray paint art, this explanation's for you. Depending on what painting you're going to do, if you're like this can, when you do it enough, you can tell by the weight of the can and the sound of the ball that's in there, you can tell how empty this can is. This one is pretty close. See, you can hear that. There's not a lot of paint left in this. So if I was going to do, say I'm doing a sky, I use a lot of brilliant blue. It depends on the color too. I use a ton of brilliant blue. I love blue. So if I'm going to do a sky, I don't want to use this almost empty can of spray paint. Because what's going to happen is when it gets pretty much done, you're going to get some sputtering, you're going to get some spitting, you're going to get some intermediate sprays. Is that the right word? Intermediate? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. It's not going to be a very fluid spray. So, but I won't throw the can away because, you know, if I'm doing, say I'm putting down a brilliant blue underlay, I'm going to do on some cliff side. I may use this and spray it in there. Because it doesn't matter if I get intermittent spray. Man, I'm going to get that word by the end of this episode. Doesn't matter if I get that, because I'm going to cover that up with black, and then I'm going to put like a white highlight, and then I'm going to do texture on that. So I save those cans for this. Now, if I'm doing the sky, I want see, you can tell, this can and the weight are quite heavy. This is almost full. I want to use something like this because I want a smooth, continuous spray. I don't want intermittent. I got it. I don't want any intermittent spray. Now, should I have 4 cans? No, I shouldn't have 4 cans. And the reason I've got 4 instead of 2 is, well, because I'm a slob. And we've talked about this many times, folks. I'm a slob. I can't help it. It's who I am. It's what I am. I'm a freaking slob. Like I talked about in other episodes, you know, for, oh boy, quite a while, I was forced to be a neat freak, a clean freak. In the 3rd U.S. Infantry, Old Guard, Arlington National Cemetery. Well, everything, spit polish, everything was, you know, every single day, taking every piece of brass off your uniform. And if you was a freaking adrenaline junkie like me, you got a lot of crap to take off your uniform. Well, every bit of that had to be shined every single day. Shoes, every single day. Your blues, pressed. We had presses in the basement of every barracks at Fort Myers. Had to be pressed every single day. Sometimes 2-3 times a day. It depended on how many funerals we did. You know, it might be 2-3 times a day. So anyway, and like 3-4 times a week, we were buffing the hallways. I mean, just laying down wax and stuff, which, by the way, also taught me a very important lesson. If you're running late to a funeral and you've got your shoes on, which in the old guard have metal on the bottom of the heel and on the inside, would be the insides of your heel. So when you come to attention, it makes that crack. And when you march, it drags. Anyway, metal on the bottom of your shoe. When you're running late, I learned a very important lesson. Don't take off running down the freaking barracks hallways after they just been waxed, because you're going right at the end of the hallway, you're sliding, going down the stairwell, and then you go on sick call for a freaking concussion. Yeah, I ended up getting a daggum concussion. I ain't got in trouble for missing that funeral. But anyway, lesson learned. The moral of this story is I had to be a freaking neat freak for, oh man, for a while, you know. So I just don't want to do it anymore. I don't have to. My wife wishes I was, but you know what? I'm not going to be. I don't have to be. I'm not going to do it. So every once in a while, this is what happens. She will try to get me organized, and I'll begrudgingly go along with it, and we will organize some aspect of my art life. In this case, it's my spray paint. So, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm really surprised out of all this, and as disorganized as I am, I only really need one color right now. And to be honest with you, candy pink, like I said, I don't use a lot of it, so it's not like it's a dire emergency, like, oh, I've got to have it today. No, I don't have to. I may not need that for 3 months, so I may not need it the whole daggum season. You know, it just depends on what I paint. Whatever comes in my twisted little warped head. So, now I probably will pick up some. I'm always looking when I go to Walmart or Home Depot, Menards, our local Rural King. I'm always looking to see if Rust-Oleum comes out with new collars. And most of the time, I'm going to be honest, and I know Rust-Oleum's not going to see this, but if by some miracle chance you do, quit putting everything in freaking satin. Look, I don't know anybody painting their crap satin. I don't know anybody that goes to the freaking Walmart or Home Depot, oh, I'm going to paint this today. I think I'd really like to put a satin on there. Satin would look good. Quit making satin. Nobody wants satin. Okay, 1-2 people out of every 100 want satin. Nobody wants satin. See this Rust-Oleum? Gloss. We want gloss. I mean, Rust-Oleum has come out with some freaking amazing colors, and I get freaking excited. I mean, I'm like a little kid in a candy store. You spray paint artists, you know what I'm talking about. When a new color hits the market and you don't have it, you never used it before, you're like a kid in a candy store. You're like, you know, you gotta have it. You gotta have it. Then you walk over, you pick it up, and you notice it's freaking satin. Can't use that for spray paint art. So then your dreams are crushed, and then you got people up in the Walmart. Are you okay, sir? Because you're bawling like a little. No, I'm just kidding. I don't bawl like that, baby. But I do get upset. So quit freaking doing it, Rust-Oleum. Nobody wants satin. When you come out with a new, or here's a better idea. If you come out with that new color, fine, make it satin. Make it gloss too. You know, there's a lot of us spray paint artists out here. We use gloss. We use gloss. Not satin. Gloss. Anyway, enough ranting. I think they get the point. Not like they're ever going to see this anyway. If anybody happens to work at Rust-Oleum or knows somebody that works at Rust-Oleum or whatever, please forward this video to their attention, if you will, please. Thank you very much. Hopefully they'll listen. Anyway, I'm going to hop off here, and I'm not going to show y'all me dragging all these out there because, well, that would just be as boring as watching paint dry. See what I did there? Alright, guys. I got all the paint brought out here. We did a little reorganization. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. You can see it behind me. Got them all lined up nice and pretty. And over here, that 3-tier thing, that's where I put all my gloves. And we tried to move most of my lids and stuff down here. Let me just spin this around. It'll be a whole lot easier. I'll be right back. Alright, here we go, y'all. Alright. Now, like I said, we got them all lined up. I kind of went by importance, somewhat. Like over here, I've got my clear, black, and then white. And then here in the middle, I've got my dark gray, the winter gray, and I just went ahead and put silvers in there too. I'm kind of trying to go with some kind of a theme here. My grape and my purple was down here, but my wife talked me into moving my lids, as you can see down there, and some of my cutouts for mountains and all that. Moved it all down there. So that, and I'll admit, just don't tell her, that it does look better and it's more convenient to reach here than way down here. So, alright, I'll give her that one. But anyway, as you can see, great purple. Then I went from darker blue to light blue. Got navy blue, deep blue, brilliant blue, spa blue, and then she put harbor blue somewhere. Yeah, here's harbor blue. I believe this one's harbor blue too. Yeah, she ain't as organized as she thinks she is. And actually, the harbor blue should be over one, so move them over there. And then seaside has got some green in it, and then of course turquoise does. And then we go to our green. I just stacked them up, hunter green, meadow green. Don't ask me why orange is there. That's what I had room for. Orange right there. And actually I need it like this. Use up that can first. Now I've got my pinks and my reds here. Desert rose, apple rose, colonial red, cranberry. That's apple red, not rose. Candy pink, berry pink. Now over here I've got my khaki. Almond should be over there. I don't know why it's over here. So let me slide that over. I think that's when My wife was getting aggravated with me. She just kind of threw them up there. Alright, so khaki, almond. These are predominantly what I use for beaches. And then of course for yellows, marigold, golden sunset, sun yellow, key lime. And then right here I've got a sunburst yellow. And of course I've got that can, which I'm not giving up on. And none of you experienced spray paint artists have told me how to fix this problem. 3/4 can full of sun yellow, but I can't get the freaking thing to work. I don't know if it's old or what it is. And then of course I got coral over here. So, actually, let me slide these all over here. And then we'll put the coral right there where I can see it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we are somewhat organized, folks. What y'all think of that? Now, anybody want to place bets on how long it stays like this? If I was a betting man, I'd say about 2 paintings. That's how long it's going to stay like this. So, we'll see. Because usually, my wife don't come out here much. Let me spin this back around, talk to y'all some more. Yeah, usually my wife don't come out here, so she ain't gonna be on me. You know, if she came out here all the time, it might stay organized a little bit longer, because she'd be on me all the time. You know, clean this pigsty up. You know, I spent all this time organizing. Blah, 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 you better put it back the way it was, blah, 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 you know what I'm talking about. So, but she don't hardly ever come out here. She comes out here, that big white thing over there, that's deep freeze. She come out here every now and then and get something out of deep freeze. And, oh, over here, that cabinet over there, that's where she keeps her bird food for all the bird feeders she got in her backyard and stuff. That's where she keeps her bird food. And I'm gonna hop off here. We got it all done for now. Now I just gotta figure out something to paint. I don't know why. Here before long, I may just come out here, some poster board. I did it once before. I'm gonna tell y'all something. The painting that I give my niece, it had a lot of yellows and greens in it. It was a landscape with a really bright sun and had a couple of trees, and you know, I did some light and shadowing on the tree bark, and then I did some, you know, some yellows and greens, and it was more like a really springy type picture, I guess. Well, that's how that come about. I just come out here with a piece of poster board, had no preconception of what I was going to paint at all. And I just like grabbed some colors, and I was like, well, you know, I don't really use this color a lot. I'm going to try to utilize it. I'm going to use this color. You know, I don't use a lot of yellows and greens. And that's how that painting come about. And maybe I should use more, because everybody really liked that freaking painting. And, you know, it did. Even I liked it. It turned out really cool. And, you know, like I said, I gave it to my niece. She really liked it. And, well, I love my niece, so I give it to her. And from what I understand, it's hanging up in her room right now, so that's really cool. I like it. But I might do something like that. Just grab a bunch of colors I don't normally use and just see what we come up with, good or bad. I'll probably put it on YouTube. In case y'all haven't noticed, a lot of artists on YouTube will cherry pick what they put up there, which is probably why they get more views. But I don't do that, man. If it's good or bad, y'all see what you see, you know. I put it up there. That's why some of mine on there, you guys go crazy over. Some of the other ones, guys are a little stagnant on, which, you know, I know. Probably could have put a little more detail in it. Probably that one I probably shouldn't have put on YouTube or something. I put everything on YouTube. Good, bad, indifferent, in between. If I video it, it's going on YouTube, Jack. So, good or bad, this next one, we'll see. You guys are either going to hate it, you're going to love it. or whatever. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna hop off here, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all be good to each other, and I'll bring you something again real soon.